Greetings, Aquarius, and welcome to Ingrid's Insights. I hope you're doing well. And my name is Ingrid, and as many of you know who view my channel on a regular basis, I have a background in psychology. I have a PhD in clinical psychology and have worked for many years as a psychotherapist and then most recently as a psychiatric rehab specialist in residential treatment for sex offenders coming out of prison. And so this has been my background. And so today I wanted to bring some of my clinical training to this reading, but keep going in the realm of tarot. But just to ask you, viewers, as you come in there, all of my Aquariuses, Sun, Moon, and Rising, welcome, to bring a question, a concern, a challenge you have in the realm of a mental health issue. You might have a symptom such as a mood that is bothering you about something, or a relationship that is traumatic, or maybe you have been dealing with a narcissistic abuse, or was raised by narcissistic parents. And so bring one of these questions so you can see how there is this interface as you, the observer, affects the observed, which is the cards as they present. And to see if there is some revelation or some deeper insight that comes from this reading as we bring that awareness to the cards. But let's begin with seeing what is it that the angel oracles, and this is that spirit guides around us in our subconscious mind that come up in dreams or in daydreams, or just we might be walking down the street and suddenly some memory comes up in our mind that causes a certain kind of emotion. We're looking for these kind of experiences to bring to this reading. And the angel oracles want you to know that within this there is a sacred plan that's coming for you, Aquarius. And to bring that energy, you see there's a swirling energy down, almost like this serpentine energy, connecting this field of our energy here with the higher realms. So there is a sacred plan, and the sacred plan is for you, Aquarius, to be going through a transformation. This could be a psychological transformation that leads to a spiritual unfolding and awakening. So let's just begin with the tarot cards, and we will be asking the spirit guides and your higher awareness at this moment, Aquarius, to bring that challenge here and to see if we can get some information and direction and understanding. And most important is to see what it is that you're bringing energetically to this concern you have. And so it is for my Aquarius. And so spirit guides, thank you for overseeing this reading as we delve into any traumatic situation that has led to a psychological condition, depression, anxiety, dealing with our own narcissistic or psychological difficulties. And this is you. Aquarius, you're the world. As we come into this question, the world is the number 21. Think back to some experience when you were 21 and what that was like for you. And to bring that energy here to how far you have come from that experience. You will enter a period of great happiness and positive events. So look at this closure, a completion, a wholeness. Maybe some of my Aquariuses out there have gone through a very profound healing. or a time in therapy where you've really come to a conscious awareness about a pattern that is holding you back, and that is you're closing that out, or something that has come from a deep childhood trauma, and that has led to you going around the world for many years, but now you're finally coming home to completion. So the world, goals are achieved, unexpected sums of money come in your way, travel or vacation. You could be traveling around the world, Aquarius. I'm not kidding, because this is about closing something out and moving into the world in a whole new way. It says possible change of residence or your job. A sense of fulfillment and inner peace from helping the less fortunate. Well, being a psychotherapist, being a minister, a counselor, a tarot reader, an astrologist, but someone who's taking these energies and bringing them out, Aquarius, that could be you. And so whatever you give will be returned to you many times over. So this is about this closure of this cycle, a karmic cycle within your own journey, Aquarius. And in therapy, we look at these shadow sides of our issues or difficulties or whatever it is we're wanting to get some guidance on. And the shadow side of this could be that you have at times, Aquarius, when you have been fulfilling this sense of this cycle, this karmic cycle, something deep in a pattern or character structure or personality disorder that you're challenged with, that you have no energy. That's connected to our depression. Sometimes we can be so anxious that we feel very lethargic. You could have a loss of momentum, either after you've had a closure in life or something that's going on that you're bringing here. You have underestimated your own abilities and lack vision. That could be having low self-esteem, feeling less than, feeling that you have been taught by a narcissistic parent to be just their narcissistic attachment, and to give them and feed them and nourish them and mother them. And so that you haven't had time to nourish your own abilities and strengths. But you could have had the fear of change, the fear of actually success and happiness, Aquarius, because you can be such a profound star. So don't be afraid of that. And you tend to be attached to your current job or residence, but you can let go of that. I have changed many of my careers, and that has increased, and you take from one field to the other, and it enriches your understanding of the person. So that is what we're looking at as we come into the world. So the ultimate message is there is a period of completion, and either it could be completed with fulfillment or with a sense of lack. That's up to the observer, and how my observer is affecting the observed, which is the reading, and how these cards come. And what helps and challenges, or helps or hurts, or what could be a challenge, is the Three of Pentacles. Working in collaboration on something with others, getting out there, shining. This is saying, as you complete this world, the challenge is to stand out, to work with others, collaborate, get help. This is a good time for teamwork and being a team player, Aquarius. You can have a group or a joint business with someone or some other group of people that you're working on. A partnership, teamwork. It's going to be very helpful in achieving your goals, Aquarius. And you have been working hard, and your work has been noticed by others, Aquarius. You see, there are other people involved as you stand above the rest, and you're working on something, building something that is in collaboration with others, partnerships. What could that be as you close this a whole cycle out? And good planning and careful preparation pays off with profits. You are very competent, and the way you're doing things is very good in the eyes of others. But it's also important for this collaboration to come from an inter-authenticity, Aquarius. And the shadow side, or what could be hurting you emotionally or mentally about this, leading to some behavioral issues, would be fighting over profits, or who gets credit at work or at home, fighting over who is doing what, and who's doing more, who's giving more, working harder. So watch out for someone who is envious. So when we are dealing with a narcissist, especially a narcissistic parents, they could be very envious of their children's abilities, their children's beauty, their children's skill, just their children, whatever they're doing, they want to co-opt that. And there's a lot of envy involved in that phase of separating and having our own authentic identity that we feel confident in. And so be careful that there's selfishness and preoccupation with profits and personal advantages and advancement, where you're in a competitive world. Where you feel like that in a family you should feel love, but there's a sense of competition always for attention itself. And so putting individuals' needs above those of the group dooms new projects. So watch out for when one individual takes precedence over everyone else. And to see that conflicts could be around you at work and home. But you're closing out those cycles of whatever that was, and you're closing this out successfully, and you're being recognized, Aquarius. And at the foundation, there is this wealth, the King of Pentacles, an authority that sits on the throne of abundance and wealth, and is a good problem solver and money manager. Could be the breadwinner in a situation. But it is at the foundation, what you can't see, Aquarius, or what might be out of your field of awareness at this time, is this king, this abundance, wealth, whether you're a man or a woman, but sits on this throne of generosity, having worked hard, having built and done things step by step, and to produce a very big fortune. And so this figure, this person could be involved at the foundation of your experience of this issue that you're bringing psychologically, or a behavioral pattern you have. This indicates a consummate deal maker and risk taker, a smooth talker, sophisticated and successful. Well, people can come at you that way, or this might be out of your field of awareness. Gives generously, is a love bomber, is devoted to the community, civic duties, religious or philanthropic projects and activities. Also is a very affectionate but gentle, caring person at the foundation, hardworking, chases the trappings of success, including expensive cars, nice homes, a lot of toys, nice clothes and trips and travel. So that might be someone that you're connecting with as you look at this issue you're having. This anxiety you're having, as you close out this world, this sense of completion, this sense of happiness and success. Um, but to be careful as you close this out of having felt like you've been forgotten, that you feel like you haven't measured up, and that you are underestimating yourself because you're working in collaboration right now. So be careful at the foundation, Aquarius, that this could be a man or a woman, but you could experience this energy as very masculine and somewhat extroverted and out there, is stubborn. Be careful about being stubborn. Hurting others' feelings without even thinking about it. Putting your own needs first. Changes jobs frequently, can be flighty. Burn out at places and go on to something else. Not successful, erratic mood swings, causing conflicts in relationships. Well, this could be kind of like a borderline personality that is very erratic. Their personality and their identity, their self, that sense of self is not stable. And so there's a lot of dysfunction within relationships in general, and that could be at work as well. And to also be careful of conflicts in relationships and feeling like you're blaming others for your failures, and don't don't get caught up in overreacting at the slightest provocation of being very temperamental. And be careful that there could be this repressed anger at the foundation out of your field of awareness that you don't see, connected to this King of Pentacles at your foundation. And what is coming for you to be aware of about the recent past? Well, in the recent past, you were resting, renewing. Maybe that you had gone through a mental health crisis and was needing to retreat and rest and get some maybe even residential care where you are having time out. But this is saying that in the recent past for my Aquariuses, you've had a personal battle and it's ending, so you're taking it a respite. You have a truce in some argument or some conflict, a break in this fighting that you need to take the energy and say, wow, that I have this little time to really recover. You might be feeling anxious and feeling diminished in your energy and in your sense of self as you look at others around you and project onto them all these qualities, maybe idealize others or depreciate others. But it's saying you need to be careful about letting your guard down. Find this peace and quiet after stress. You could have gone through in the recent past a stressful experience or a stressful relationship, something at work, a process in your job, or something you're working on that was very stressful. And you are alone with your thoughts. But be careful, Aquarius, as the goal of this is not spending too much time just going over and over alone in your thoughts as you meditate or rest. Keep your thoughts moving forward toward this closing out of some cycle and working and with others and feeling that sense of authority and abundance financially and that structure being secure. And now you're resting. And this is saying stockpile resources and mentally prepare for the next battle. So you know that this isn't over yet, Aquarius, something that you've been struggling with around this narcissistic abuse and how that has made you feel less than, feel afraid of moving out and totally being your true self. And so this is just a one battle in a long war. Well, yes, it can be seen like that, but we could also change the perspective on this because you lack the strength to fight for your own point of view. You are unrealistic and unable to communicate with others on a project. You are creating the conflict that is holding up the process, and prepare or update your will. You could be sick, dying maybe, and this is just the retreat. There will be changes in your affairs. Conflict continues to dominate your life. So that is saying this is in a situation where you are at some way allowing yourself to, in this time where you think you're resting, you think you're taking a step back, but you're really just going over and over the same mental, because the swords are these mental suit of conflict, of mental decisions, of taking action and having to figure out mentally as you move forward how you're going to do that successfully and to maintain that mental stability. And that is just what was just happening. And what is at the a crown as a possible goal is that you are taking whatever came from this battle, this war, this need to rest and take time out to heal, and you're moving on from troubled waters to a calmer situation. And that is a perfect transition for you, Aquarius, at this time. Your problems, unfavorable judgments, perhaps in a lawsuit, or unwanted marriage proposals, overwhelming feelings of a crisis. You feel unable to cope with day-to-day problems. Aquarius, that could have been something that is at the crown that you're downloading and being willing to be aware of. Bring it out of the unconscious mind into the field of awareness and seek help to communicate these feelings that you have of fighting and internal fighting. And so also deal with the aftermath of problems could be draining you. And the future will be better than the present. So keep on going. And sometimes we have to realize when we're going through a mental health crisis that it will get better. We are moving forward. Sometimes we think, if I'm going to be in this forever, I can't stand this. But you're moving forward. You're being transported by your faith, by your hope, by connecting to your higher powers, or if you believe in God or a tradition, that you're praying to that source for guidance and sustenance and love. And things will eventually work out for you, Aquarius. Travel or journey possible by water is coming up for you, or you might be journeying near water. And be careful about the shadow of this Six of Swords. You are unable to rise to the occasion when necessary. Well, that can be depression. You thrive under adversity, that you're always creating crisis and tsunamis in your experiences. Trouble is invigorating you, or bored when life becomes too easy. So you kind of maybe stir up things and need to move out of these conflicting areas and move on. Quick responses and fast thinking. You might have to be thinking on your feet. Also, action is needed. Your instincts are good, Aquarius. Well, yes, you have that very connected sense of intuition and that instinct about what is common sense, what is good for me to do now and what is not. Who do I talk to? Who do I not? Who do I spend time with? Who do I avoid? And so what is coming right now is the Chariot. Well, movement, travel. You are blending these aspects of yourself and saying, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to move forward triumphantly. And the Chariot, that energy, that's a card of Cancer. You could be dealing with someone who is a Cancer Aquarius. But it's saying this card is of success, confidence, determination, victory over illness. So there has maybe been an illness, a mental illness in the past that you're having victory over because you're moving away from something that doesn't serve you and going out of these troubled waters into a calmer space where you can heal. And this says victory over illness, enemies, financial problems, goals achieved through self-control, willpower, and discipline. With some of those things we need to bring into our cognitive toolbox and to take action to move past these defenses that are not really serving us, and to take satisfaction in your accomplishments. That's the world here, Aquarius. But guard against being too arrogant about it. Just don't be prideful, but just be full of affirmation and feel that worthiness. And your reputation will be established, respect and earned. Wow, well, that's coming up after a time of trouble, fighting, illness, and needing to move on for something. And now you've got the Chariot in Aquarius, how you see yourself in this situation. The Four of Pentacles. Well, you started off with wanting to close out a cycle, perhaps this narcissistic abuse, and you're coming to the end of a family pattern or an emotional or behavioral pattern that is harming you. And this is saying the Four of Pentacles. Well, this card has a lot to do with money, wealth, holding on to that, possession of money, identifying with your money. And it's saying that this is how you have to see yourself in this psychological framework, Aquarius, is an inheritance. A gift of large sum of money leads to arguments, possessiveness, and selfishness. Well, that could have been how you've seen yourself in this family situation for many years, or in this relationship, or at work. But you try to keep all the money for yourself. Is that true, Aquarius? It's foolish to try to control others' actions or the situations around you. Yes, getting into some kind of control of others because we feel out of control is not the answer to where we're moving, Aquarius. And a resistance to change is affecting your judgment. Well, is there some place that you are holding on and not being willing to be that change agent for yourself as you are in this position of how you think about your situation of closing out this cycle, something karmic, something deep, something that is a past life issue, perhaps. So you will be in a position of authority as you heal these possessive attachments to body, to material form in any way, because guard your possessions. Maybe you feel like you have to do that. When we feel like we're in a relationship or with a narcissistic parent who is constantly needing a narcissistic feed, needing us to give them this aggrandizement and that they're just gods, well, it's saying you need to be careful about that you are being possessed, hovered over, stalked by someone in your family. It could be even a parent. And someone may try to separate you from your money by keeping you trapped into this old view of you're not good enough, you're not going to make it, you have to be here with us in the family, in the cult, in this community. If you need us, we're going to just be here. But if you go out, watch out. So be careful of that in your own mind. There could be some possible thefts or embezzlements if you're, but that could be why you're holding tight to your money. So it's not always negative to be protective. And so Someone may cheat you out of payments or services, but that is just saying that could be a shadow side of this question for my Aquarius of what is it that you're holding on to? Maybe you're just really having to hold on to everything physical around you for protection itself, because your environment is the Seven of Wands. Well, there is a lot of conflict, and it's saying that you are on the defense. Your environment is on the defensive, perhaps against you or in general. It's a defensive environment around you. The people around you are defensive, Aquarius. You have the advantage and will eventually win. Be strong and aggressive. Well, that's your environment is aggressive. The environment is critical and challenges your authority. Well, that's what the role of a narcissist is in our life, to challenge our own true self. Maybe someone has just taken this snapshot of you as you are idealized in their mind, and they just put you in your mind, and that's all you are to them. Just this, that could be like having a trophy wife, or just being connected to people in situations because of what they can do for you. So be careful of that, Aquarius, and stand up for yourself and for your ideas. And that's what the environment is doing. You will never regret your actions, even though they may seem too aggressive at the time. People compete for your energy and resources. Well, those two cards are saying that both you and your environment, there's a lot of defensiveness and competing for money and for how you look in terms of what you have in your bank account, but not really looking at those deeper values, because there's a lot of competition, envy, jealousy. So watch out for those energies that can keep you from closing out some negative way of thinking, and to begin to receive this abundance, not only financially, but in terms of your soul and how you feel on a daily basis. And the hope and fear is the Seven of Pentacles. It indicates your hope and fear that there's a major turning point coming. In terms of evaluation and appraisal, again, this is of the financial realm, of what you've been working on, your career, Aquarius. And money comes from your investments. Use this time to assess and to evaluate the progress you've made. Do the Benjamin Franklin balance sheet, the pros and cons of what you've produced here. And it's saying if there is little profit, radically change your direction. So if whatever this emotional situation is not benefiting you, change your directions. There's a lot of information on how to begin to heal from trauma and abusive relationships, especially narcissistic parents or intimate relationships. And so radically change, choose low-risk investments and plan carefully. And the same with choose low-risk relationships, because you want to be careful. And these are the shadow that there's a little gain after taking huge risks. So if you get a little gain in a relationship after taking huge risks, watch out, Aquarius. There could be anxiety over mounting debts. You can see many possible financial choices with no clear answer. Investments are disappointment. Action without planning downs your finances. But that is your hope and your fear. But your hope is that you're going to move forward and make good investments in this situation of, I would say, good investments as you close out an old cycle. And you're going to move forward, because the advice is a temperance. Well, a beautiful earth angel comes down with healing, blending, being able to be both in the water, the unconscious realm, and to be in the 3D and blend those two realities. This card is of flexibility, change, adaptation. Well, yes, as we heal psychologically, we have to learn to be flexible and adaptable and willing to change, even if it's painful. And one who works well with others. Well, you got this card as a challenge of collaboration and has good management skills. Well, you're managing your money in both of these cases. And with the King of Pentacles at the foundation, you have been very solid financially and manage well and are the one who makes the profits, brings home the investments and grows them. And this saying, achieving balance and control over your own life is very important, Aquarius, as you heal. And many ideas and experiences are being synthesized and alchemized, and you're bringing what you thought might have been lead or the Saturnic, tight, restrictive energies of your life that were very depressive, and you're transforming them into healing and blending and synergizing those elements and making gold out of them. That's the completion of the world. And many ideas and experiences synthesized to form new ideas. So you're coming from this world to a new world, and it's completion. And you will learn as you grow mentally and to heal from this trauma, to compromise, to secure cooperation. It's very much, we don't do this alone, Aquarius. And there is a possibility of reconciliation, but don't hold tight to that, because the shadow is a very unsettling and volatile period. You have had that, Aquarius, and that's what you're recovering from. You're recovering from an inability to juggle multiple responsibilities. But now you're doing that, focusing and planning and executing the work. And you're now realizing that with this narcissistic abuse, you were traumatized and you were always overcommitting, a fear of saying no, being a people pleaser, because you were afraid of being rejected by those forces that held you on a tether. And the situations are out of your control. Yes, they have been, but now you're taking self-control with this Chariot. And arguments and competing interests dominate your life. Well, you're starting to recognize when there's something that is competing and arguing, and to step away from that, to reevaluate that and say, that is not serving my mental health. And that be careful of in a situation that there is a danger of drowning. I don't know why that came up, but be careful about drowning or accidents if you're on a boat or at sea. And react to conflict with a calm demeanor. And because you are moving and being flexible and alchemizing yourself in this experience. So a powerful reading and deep reading for my Aquarius. And let's see, as we go into this understanding more deeply of these psychological conflicts and the things we've struggled with mentally and with our behaviors and our emotions about things and our relationships, we need to see that we have magic guardian. Well, we can unlock this magic within us as we become this dancer and work to complete and close out old cycles. There is magic in that. And the collaboration is happening in summer. Bask in joy and light. And you know, the bees, they work. They're worker bees, and they work in a colony and a hive. And so it's saying you will be in the summer in full action working with others. And this King of Pentacles at the foundation, a lot of wealth and deal making and investments. This is drum. will dream and journey more deeply into the unconscious, into those places that you're unaware of in terms of your own capacity to build wealth and to have these luxuries in life and to be proud of that, what we have accomplished. And the rest or healing is saying, see your seeds grow. Well, in spring, where we're coming to the last weeks of winter and coming into spring here in the Northern Hemisphere, and it's saying you have been hibernating and resting this winter and healing, and to say now as the spring, you're going to jump out like the hare, come out of this underworld through those tunnels and come out into the spring and see how things are growing. And you're moving away because your heart, and you've got the heart guardian, and that is this guardian, the ferryman, taking you, you see, and taking you and your inner child away to heal. And part of this healing is love and let yourself be loved. Aquarius, that is at the power of it all, to have that deep inner self-love that was never mirrored to you deeply enough. And you're finding that inner capacity to reflect and mirror that divine self. And the Chariot is taking you to the sun. Well, yes, it is. It's shining with success and happiness. You've gone through a whole journey with this world, and the magic guardian is unlocking that magic within you as you complete this old cycle. And you see yourself as needing to hold on to this money, this inheritance, to have this possession. But it's saying, when you feel loved and comforted, the earth itself is everywhere. There's abundance everywhere for you. There's no need to grasp or to be possessive. And this defensiveness or competition or standing up for what you need is saying a shapeshifter. In your environment, there is being a transformation, and your gifts are being unveiled from your environment, from the people around you. Yes. And the hope and fear is this reinvestment or reevaluation of your finances. And it's saying there is a medicine guardian. Be open to healing information. Yes. Well, this could be the healing information for you as you evaluate, Aquarius, how the work you have put into something. It could be at work, but it could be in therapy or in some way that you're reevaluating and reappraising how much you have done. And to be careful that you don't forget to see be open to healing information, something new coming in about this healing process. And the Temperance is saying, yes, Temperance, be the peacekeeper, to blend and energize and all of these qualities within yourself, to balance, to be flexible, to be patient with yourself, and to grow through this process, Aquarius. And so let's get one final angel aura card as the affirmations to take with you, Aquarius, for this reading. And I hope this has helped you with any challenge or concern that you have been going through, because we have Raphael, the number 7, a green. You're getting that green light. And this is the affirmation of this reading: love, travel, humor, and vitality. Yes, and that is you. And thank you so much, and please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up and let me know how this story is unfolding in your therapeutic journey of healing and moving toward this success and happiness. So a wonderful reading, and you know I love you, Aquarius, and we're in this interconnected field together. The observer is affecting the observed, and we're creating this connection between us in this healing and this reading and energy. So see you next time. Bye-bye.